Welcome, everybody, to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mark 54. Mark 54. It's outfield.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. On
3rd down, Wilson. over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it with Carson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Take a gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Seattle.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, 3rd and long.
Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Wilson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Again, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again here, Wilson. The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
His kick is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 13-7.
Seahawks 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They're running it. Check three. 60 Bison. Right there. 54.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's get it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones operating from the gun. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carriers.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
With the handoff to
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This pass into the arms of Snead. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run it with Carson. But he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Wilson on the keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This time Wilson will throw. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Seahawks 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. Brought in left side by Snead. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Roosevelt Nix hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Jones on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, you're kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd and goal.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is Jakeem Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down.
Wilson. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This is caught. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One last shot for Wilson, and he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and tie it, send it to overtime. Charles, they went for two, and they won it right there.
Well, the book, right? You know the book that everyone plays by, right?
Yep.
That mythical book says, kick it,